Hey guys, what's going on? Dr. Dan on it. It's been fucking ages since I used that intro because I've been doing some shitty League of Legends videos instead of my fucking Crisis 3 shit that I used to do. But I don't do that so much anymore because the game fucking died off. Anyway, today gonna be doing something completely different. Oh my god. What is that? Oh my god. Oh shit, son, it's fucking Watch Dogs! Yeah, so we're gonna be doing a review of that game because I've been fucking playing the shit out of it because I fucking bought it. It's a fun as dicks game. And so if you're expecting the whole, you know, campaign rundown where it's like, you play as Aiden Pierce, a motherfucking dude on a quest for motherfucking shit, cause he was a robber of something, and then the plan went south, and they hit up his family. You know, like hit him up, called him up, and like, yo, bitches, you wanna fucking party? And they're like, nah, man, I can't, my parents are in town. I was like, fuck your parents! And then, you know, like, shit went down, and they shot them all. Except two, which are the only other two. They shot one. Fuck the campaign, though. We're not here to talk about that. The reason I don't want to talk about the campaign is I haven't finished it. I've only done the first chapter. No one needs to know. Anyway, I only did the first chapter because I've been so involved in the, you know, fucking gameplay, all the other shit, you know, the extras that you can do, because I've been having a fuck ton of fun doing that. So, let's get into it. Fucking gameplay, right? You're walking around Chicago, which is beautiful, by the way, on this game. Looks amazing. Amazing. Whatever. It looks pretty fucking good. And you're walking around, and I mean walking. You know video games and you're like walking around as some bitch and you're just like jogging and you're like, yeah, this is the normal move speed. This is how people walk in real life. And then you got the one up from that, which is like, get the fuck out of the way, I'm fucking getting places, you piece of shit. And that's, you know, the sprint option, and that's in all the games. This is like slow as dicks walking. You got two options, right? You walk with your phone like a fucking prick, or you walk with your hands in your pockets like a piece of shit douche, right? So those are your options. Much funner to walk around with the phone, because you know why? Fuck you, that's why. But for real, I get to use the phone, and you look at people's shit, and you're looking around, and they're like, wow, I know a little bit about every person in the game. And I have to commend Ubisoft on that, by the way, because they actually, I don't know, Ubisoft, yeah. Ubisoft? Anyway. They designed all the peoples, like, all the peoples have a different story. A lot of them are the same, because it turns out mostly everyone in Chicago is a fucking pervert, and they love, they just have an addiction to cock. I mean, there's not much else can be said. Like, you look at a person and it says frequently searches erotica, frequently prostitution, frequently pictures erotica, other shit, frequently searches vibrators. Fucked up shit, man. People in Chicago, you need to get your libidos checked out. Like, they're too high. Like, I'm pretty sure Chicago's like sex center of the world now because of this game. And so you fucking know where I'm moving when I go to the States. Yeah, boy, Chicago. I don't fucking know, maybe. What else about the game? You know, you got all the side missions and shit, which is great. I love the mini games, like you fucking Space Invaders, but in real life, or something. And then you got the parkour shit, because the game apparently has parkour, but it's pretty generic parkour. You know, you like jump over shit, but you can't climb a building like in Assassin's Creed. But I guess, like, Assassin's Creed's the norm for parkour and shit, so it's actually pretty innovational when you think about it. Anyway, moving on from that. You also got these things called digital trips. Fucking amazing. And it's even more amazing if you're tripping while you digital trip, because then it's like tripception. And if you're tripping and you say tripception, you basically have a meltdown and your brain just leaks out your ears. It's amazing. So try it sometime. But you know, you got the spider tank, which is awesome because you just run around blowing everyone the fuck up. Then you got Alone, which is like, I gotta sneak around. I gotta be sneaky. There's robots everywhere, man. They're in my eyes! And you're like, oh well, they weren't in my eyes, but you get the drift. Fuck, the gist. I can't talk. Anyway, then you got, you know, like, actual tripping where you bounce off flowers and shit. Then you got the other one, which I haven't tested out because it's a driving one. Which leads me to my next point, driving. Everyone complains about the driving in the game, but I think that with any game where you actually have driving, it takes a while for you to actually learn how to drive in that game, unless it's, you know, like fucking Midnight Club or a game that's actually based around driving. And even then, it takes a while. And this is one of those games. You have to know your limits when you're turning and shit. But fuck that, you know, whatever. Driving's fine once you get used to it. You know, it's like GTA 4, and everyone remembers. Everyone remembers GTA 4 driving. You know, I'm not the only one who remembers GTA 4 driving. It was like you turn left a little bit and you crash in the side of a fucking Chrysler building. So yeah, and then you got the fact that that was the good stuff about the game. Also, fun as dicks, like the shooting, all the mechanics. Fucking love that. You know, you have the elements of stealth and you can use the hacking and stuff, and that's fun. But you know, it's also just awesome to just run in with a grenade launcher and be like, "Fuck you, die, piece of shit, get the fuck out of my way!" And like, no, please save me. Like, God can't help you now. Boom, fucking shot in the face, piece of shit. Get out of my way. I'm hacking stuff. And then, you know, you just continue on with their life. Now, the game obviously was overhyped. People have always been like, "Oh my god, it's so overhyped. It was supposed to be the best game ever." And people bought into it because there's so many buzzwords now around games. Like, if the community just hears the words, you know, next gen, open world, fucking Xbox One, not Xbox One, because then they, you know, they want to kill themselves, but open world and next gen and all that shit, 60 FPS, they just have a massive boner for that shit. So when they hear it, they're like, "Oh my god, this must be the best game ever." Yeah, it was overhyped, but it's still a great game. You can't just say, "Oh, my expectations are here," but it's here. It doesn't fucking matter, because it's still better than if it was, you know, down where fucking, I don't know, what's the worst game you can ever think of? Castlevania for the Game Boy. That shit's stupid. So it's still better than some of those games, you know? The only problems that I actually had with it were FPS lag, because they fucking capped the FPS at 60, and so I'm a little pissed off at that. And also performance issues in general. Like, I can usually run my games at Ultra, but on this I have to run it at Medium because of the 60 FPS cap, and the fact that if I don't, then it gets massive spikes in frame rate. But fuck that shit. Still an amazing game. Would recommend it. Maybe not 10 out of 10, but I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 anyway because I'm a fucking idiot. And yeah, the multiplayer, I'm not gonna talk about the multiplayer. Fuck you, the multiplayer. If I'm gonna upload multiplayer, I'll fucking do it. Screw you, I'll do what I want. Right. Watch Dogs, good game. Buy it, I guess, if you're into that shit. And congratulations for making it to the end of the video. I have no idea how long this is, so if you did it, fucking congratulations. Right, thanks.